Hi, Shalom Uvracha. I'm Yitzchak Hutner, and coming to you from Eretz Yisrael, from the Holy Land. We're going to discuss a couple of aspects of the significance of the holiday of Purim. In order to try to understand the context, a lot of the work that we need to do on a daily basis is how do we combine the spirituality, ruchnius, with the physicality of this world, with gashmius. You know, everything in life, we have an opportunity to be able to see it and elevate it. And it depends a lot on our machshava, on our thoughts, and our kavanah, our intentionality. Our bodies, our kli, our vessel is of course very limited, and it limits us. But our neshama and our hearts and that are limitless. The work that we need to be doing on a daily basis with every situation in life, no matter how mundane it might seem, is how do we bring the infinite into the finite, into this world. With that as a context, let's take a look at some of the different aspects of the importance of the essence of the holiday of Purim. So one of the questions I wanted to start with is not the famous question of why do bad things happen to good people, but the other side of the coin, which is why does good things happen to bad people? One of the questions that the Navi Yirmiyahu the prophet, asks in the 12th chapter of the book of Jeremiah, he says, God, I understand that everything you do is correct, but please, I'm trying to understand what is it to explain to me your ways. And why is it that Rishonim, that bad people, have success? He asks another question that the Meforshim, the commentators, bring out on some of the psukim, some of the verses. And he asks, why did you give greatness to Nebuchadnezzar, the one who destroyed your temple, who destroyed your bait, your house? Nebuchadnezzar was so evil, how could he be successful? That's the question. Why are Rishaim, why are evil people, bad people, why are they successful? So Reb Biderman brings from a few different sources. One of them is Reb Chenoch of Alexander, Zecher Tzadik Livrocha, and he answers this question with an amazing answer. And he says that it's because of simcha. In other words, joy, simcha brings success. And he says even a rasha, a wicked person, when he's happy, he's going to be successful in all that he ends up doing. Phenomenal idea. We see like examples of like Yosef Atzadik, for example. In the Torah it says that Hashem was with him and he was an ish matzliach, he was a successful man. So the Medrash on that says it wasn't just that he was successful because he was in a good disposition all the time. He was a happy person, and that was the secret of his success. That Yosef is being happy, that was his disposition. He was able to accomplish tremendous things, even given everything that he went through in terms of being sold as a slave, thrown in the pit, in prison, and everything that he went through. So the point is that joy, simcha, that's a major factor in success. And that idea we can relate to the holiday of Purim as well, because it says that when Klal Yisrael, when the Jewish people were happy in the story of Purim, that also brought our success, that the Yeshua, the salvation came when as a nation we were happy. And the opposite was also true, that Haman's downfall happened when he was sad. You know, if you look in the Megillah, in the fifth fifth chapter, at the point where Achashverosh says to Esther at the party, he says, whatever you want, I'll grant you. What is it that you want? So what does she say? You would think that would have been the time she should have said, oh, please save my people, save the Jewish people from these evil decrees. What does she say? She says she wants to have another party, a second party. So the question is asked, why another party? What was her point? Why ask for another party when she was with the king and she could have asked the king to help the Jewish people, to help Klal Yisrael? So it's a very interesting idea that the answer is that the first party, if you look in the fifth chapter, verse 9, it says that Haman went out on that day happy and good spirits. Samech v'tuv leiv. So Esther understood that she couldn't go against Haman when he's happy. So she pushed it off and decided not to speak against Haman until the next day, when she hoped that things would be less happy for him, which in fact was the case, because the next day it says in the 7th parak, 7th chapter, verse 2, Haman was in low spirits. And that's when she knew she'll get him. So she knew that she can challenge him. And in fact, that was the day that Haman was hung, when his spirits were low. So that's the same reason they say, according to some, that that Mordechai was, when he heard about the evil decrees, he was dressed in sackcloth, and he was crying, and he was beseeching God. And what did she say to him? Change your clothes. You need to be happy. Now's not a time to cry. If you want Yeshua, you want salvation, it's going to come through happiness. That's what she was telling him. Mordechai, you need to be happy in order to bring salvation. So in short, we see many benefits of simcha, many benefits of joy. One of them is that Haman's demise happened, first of all, when he was sad. And the harsh decrees, the harsh gezeras, they were canceled when Mordechai was happy and was with besimcha. And also we see a third point that we highlighted, which was that joy comes when we're happy, then our prayers are answered. It's with joy that our tefillahs become successful. So the main point of simcha is it brings success. As the pasuk says, Ki b'simcha teitzeu. It's with joy that you can go out from all your troubles. So Bezrat Hashem, may we really focus on true joy during the holiday time of Purim, but not only on the holiday, but we should have joy each and every day and be able to see the goodness each and every day. One of the unique aspects of the holiday of Purim is that it's different than most Yom Tovim, most Jewish holidays, where it's Bein Adam L'Makom, it's between us and God. And on Purim, it has the unique feature that it's Bein Adam L'Chaver, it's between us and man, and between us and God. Between us and man, because we have to give money to the poor, matanot le'avyonim, right? We have shaloch ma'anot, ish l'reyehu, give to our neighbors gifts. We have sudas, we sit together. So this unique aspect of Purim has the Bein Adam L'Chaveiro, which we should be doing with a whole heart filled with love. And the other aspect of Purim is it says Ad lo yada. We have to go beyond Ad lo yada, meaning as far as my thinking can go, I'm limited, as we were saying before. We have to go beyond our limits to the infinite. And that's Ad lo yada. We have to understand that beyond what we can understand, that's where we can reach levels to understand Das Torah, to understand godliness, a level that's beyond my finite understanding, how much my mind can grasp. And B'ezrat Hashem, we should get to the point of realizing that everything, in life has meaning and purpose, even if we don't understand them at the moment. And B'ezrat Hashem, we should be able to bring the infinite, the holy, into our mundane world. And we should be able to do this with complete joy, with complete simcha. Chag Sameach.